Good morning, Henry. How are you? Are you ready to start the day? I guess not. And good morning, Wibbly. Do you have anything on your agenda today? It looks like you do not. As I mentioned before, George hates the camera, and when he saw me with it, he hid under the bed. So George is a no-show today. Maybe tomorrow. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. Can you believe it? We're in double digits. That's exciting! And I have a special treat for you and for the squirrels. A while back, I had bought something for a Fiery Friday review, and it got pushed back in the freezer and I forgot about it. I found it yesterday, so I'm going to do that for you. And I think you'll find it interesting. If you've ever seen this before, maybe you have at stores, maybe you haven't. And I have this interesting story about when I first found out about this. It was really expensive to try to get a hold of it, and then it became cheap, which was great. I would have been kicking myself if I paid the full price the first time around. And I also have a special treat for the squirrels. There's something I've had since October, and I think it's time to let the squirrels have it. And there's also something I wanted to show you yesterday when I was talking to you about James Bond that I'd forgotten to show you, so I'll show you that as well. So let's get started with the day, shall we? This is the treat I have for the squirrels. During Halloween, I had large pumpkins on the front porch, and they chewed holes into them. And I noticed that my other neighbors had holes in theirs, so I don't know if they want the flesh or they want the seeds or both. But I bought these tiny pie pumpkins for inside, and they're starting to get a little soft. So I'm going to cut them in half and see if the squirrels want them. If they don't, I'll just throw them away. But it might be a nice little treat for them. When I cut into it, I was pleasantly surprised that it was still in good shape. It's still fresh. But the kitchen's starting to smell like pumpkin, so let's go outside and feed the squirrels and the birds. It's warm enough I can keep the bird bath out, so that's good. And as I expected, the birds and the squirrels have eaten all the seed. We're supposed to have severe storms tonight. I'm really worried about the trees. The last time we had a big storm come through, one of my neighbor's trees fell, and we lost a significant amount of bird and squirrel population. I would say 2/3 of the birds have left, and half of the squirrels are gone. So I don't know if they relocated or they perished. So here's their pumpkin treat, and here's their other treat. I hope they like it. I have filled both feeders, and their bird bath has been cleaned and given fresh water. I think the birds want me to leave so they can eat. I just hope when I come back out next time after the storms, I hope everything's okay. Now let me take you inside and show you what I found in the freezer. Before I do my hot and spicy review, I'd forgotten to show you a couple things yesterday. If you're interested in birds and you want really good magazines that aren't fluff and it has more of a scientific bent, here are two magazines I recommend. This one is called Bird Watching, and it even shows you places that are great for finding certain species of birds. And this one's my absolute favorite, Bird Watcher's Digest. This is fantastic, and I probably should subscribe to both of them, but I don't. I don't know why, but I don't. And the Bird Watcher's Digest sells out quickly. I was talking to someone who works in the magazines at Barnes & Noble, and they said this is one of the first magazines to sell out. So if you like birds, check out both these titles. I'm not sure if any of you have ever taken advantage of Amazon's buy 3 for the price of 2, but I did recently, and it wasn't a great experience because they lost part of my order, and I eventually got it, but what should have been a 2-day shipping was over a week. But I finally got them, and the books were in good shape, and that was a rarity because I find that usually 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10 of my shipments have to be returned for replacement because they've been damaged even before they were put in the box. And if you've had similar experiences with this, tell me in the comments below. And here are the 3 titles I bought. One is A Pocket Guide to Pigeon Watching, And you never know. Maybe one night when we play hangman, in between the puzzles, I might give you some fun facts about pigeons. Stay tuned. And this is a really wonderful documentary. I have Amazon Prime and I can watch movies free, some movies for free. And this was one that was available for free and I absolutely loved it. I watched it a half dozen times, so I bought the DVD. It's called Birders: The Central Park Effect and has wonderful footage. And it also includes a man named Christian Cooper. And I won't go into it, but last year he had something really rotten done to him. And fortunately, the perpetrator's efforts backfired. But if you want to look that up, feel free. And the third title I bought was How Birds Work. And it's excellent. It talks about the form and function of birds from bones to beak. And I love the cover, and it's richly illustrated. So if you like birds, I highly recommend all three of these titles. And now, let's have some spice. And this is what I planned on reviewing for some time now. It's called Hot Scream. It is spicy ice cream. And I saw this on YouTube where someone who has a pepper channel ate it and reviewed it, and he had to order it online. And I looked it up. It was pretty reasonable. They were only like $3 something a pint. And so I was getting ready to place my order, and I knew it was going to be shipped with dry ice from North Carolina. But then I saw the total was $120 plus, and I canceled the order because it's just not worth it for me. And a few months later, I saw this in Kroger, so I thought I'd try it out and share it with you and give you a review. Okay, are you ready? This is the first Fiery Friday, and this is Friday. This is the first Fiery Friday I've filmed in quite a while. That's exciting! So I have with me chocolate swirl, espresso swirl, strawberry swirl, and salted caramel swirl. And one of the things that I was a little just worried about, I shouldn't say disappointed, I was worried about, is that I'm not a big fan of chocolate, and I was afraid it was going to be chocolate ice cream, but it looks like vanilla ice cream with swirls in it, so that makes it a little bit more palatable for me. So I'm going to start off with the chocolate swirl. And I'll show you, this is what it looks like. It does have swirl. So I'm going to try to get some chocolate as well as the vanilla in this. And it's supposed to be spicy, so I don't know how much spice is in it. I'm not sure if it says what kind of heat is in this. I'll leave that for you to check out. So let's see, here we go. It tastes really good. I mean, really good. This is absolutely delicious. And like I said, I'm not a big chocolate fan, but this tastes like you just took vanilla ice cream and you put chocolate syrup on it. It's so good. I'm not tasting heat. Let me take one more bite and see. I'm tasting maybe just a little bit of pepper, or like a cayenne pepper, on the back of my throat, but not much. Tastes good. I'm a little disappointed on the heat. So let's try espresso swirl. Looks pretty good. Can't really smell anything from it. It tastes a little bit like caramel more than espresso. And I am feeling a little bit more heat on this one. So that's interesting. Makes me wonder, are they various levels of heat, or did I just get a batch that's not as hot as the usual batch? Let me keep trying.
Well, it's about like the chocolate swirl. Now I'm not really tasting much heat. I can't really hit the screen to get the focus because then I'll have sticky stuff all over my camera. Disappointing. I like the chocolate swirl better. Now I'll try salted caramel swirl. Here's how it looks. And it's swirled. Caramel tastes good. Tastes like to me it reminds me of a Yorkshire toffee or something. And I think maybe the heat is in the syrup, not the ice cream itself, but the flavoring. It's good tasting ice cream, and given the price, I would get this over Haagen-Dazs. I like the Haagen-Dazs green tea ice cream, but this is even better, or at least as good as the Haagen-Dazs, and it's probably, I'm guessing, maybe half the price. Tastes good. It has a very good caramel taste, but I'm not tasting the heat. And then lastly is strawberry swirl. This is the less swirly of before. Let's see, I'm going to get a bit of strawberry here. Good flavor. That's very good flavor. I'm not tasting any heat. Let me get a big chunk of strawberry here. Nope. I'm not tasting any ice cream or any heat. It's delicious ice cream. I mean, definitely get some. I would say if you're sensitive to spice, stay away from it because you might find it a lot spicier than me. If you're not really used to eating a lot of heat, you might taste some heat in it, but if you're a chili head like me, you'll probably walk away disappointed. As far as flavor, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it an 8. But as far as heat's concerned, I'd give this a 1. I mean, this is just maybe a 2. Well, it's almost Christmas, so I'll be generous. I'll give it a 2 on the heat level. But, you know, it's very good ice cream, and I think it's a good price. At least it was when I first bought it. I don't know if they've kicked the price up since then. But it's worth a try. And if you like Tabasco sauce, you can definitely handle this stuff because this stuff isn't even near as hot. I mean, it really doesn't even move my needle. So there you go. It is called, what is this called? Hot Scream. And it is not. So get yours now. And now it's time for the Christmas Story Advent Calendar. Let's go take a look. For tonight's selection, I think I'll pick over here. I'll pick this door, and we'll see what's inside. Are you ready? I bet the anticipation is just building up inside of you. Ready to explode. Let's find out. Oh, wow. This is great. Ralphie, when he had that daydream of being the cowboy and rescuing his family with the Red Ryder BB gun, Give me a second to pry this out and we'll get a better look. So there you have it. Ralphie as a cowboy. Maybe he's going to Roni's. That is awesome. This is so cool. I really like this. And if you're enjoying tonight's Vlogmas, please hit the thumbs up. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, everyone, this is Cashew signing off.